even more exciting news has come in for the iPhone 15 models. A leak is coming claiming that the iPhone 15 Pro and the Pro Max or the iPhone 15 Ultra will have a titanium finish and a new curved design. Having an iPhone made out of titanium will be a first, and I want to tell you all the details about this. We will also go over a summary of the latest features we know about and also share those important details of the iPhone 15 Pro Max release date and price. So right off the bat, one leak that is still in the air is the name of the top range iPhone 15. Currently we use the Pro Max name, but next year this may get replaced by the name of the iPhone 15 Ultra. We already now have the Ultra name and an Apple M chipset, and we also have the Apple Watch Ultra 2. Also, other rival companies like Samsung and Xiaomi are using the Ultra name already, so it does make sense for Apple to start naming their top iPhone as the Ultra model. So as we end 2022, there are already lots of leaks and rumours out there for the iPhone 15 models. The latest report that we have had come in says that the iPhone 15 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max or the iPhone 15 Ultra could be made out of titanium. Then to top this, the overall design could be more round around the edges than the current design that we have right now, what we've had since the iPhone 12. Shrimp Apple Pros dropped in a new report claiming that the iPhone 15 top models will be made out of titanium for the first time, and with Apple making this move, it would mean that the iPhone 15 would be lighter in weight, as the current metal of aluminium and stainless steel is definitely heavier. Currently, Apple use titanium in some of their watches to make them really light, so for this to come to the iPhone would be amazing to see and have a great finish to the new iPhone 15 design. Talk about the design, Shrimp Apple Pro has also reported that we'll get a more rounded design. Not a more rounded design like the iPhone 6 or the 10 or the X, whatever you want to call it, but he is saying that the design will actually be more like going back to an iPhone 5C, what was actually a plastic iPhone that came out around about 10 years ago or so. So looking at this picture here of an old iPhone 5C, imagine this iPhone to be larger, because obviously we've got larger iPhones since then, and also out of titanium, and this is something that Apple is probably going to be going back to according to Shrimp Apple Pro. Now, before I continue on, now is a good time more than ever to mention that all reports and leaks that you're seeing here are not 100% proof that they will come true with the new iPhone. I can only present to you what reports of information are out there. However, if you are watching this video, then you're as curious as I am in knowing what is going to be said about the next generation iPhone anyway. So with that out of the way, let's talk about the release date and prices next. Now, it's super early to talk about the release date, however, based on the last 12 years of history, we have a rough idea of when the iPhone 15 will come out. So if we go back to the iPhone 4S in 2011, this classic iPhone came out on October 14th that year. Then skip a year to 2012 with the iPhone 5, it was September 21st, 2012. Then let's skip a few years ahead of that to 2016 where it was the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus, and the release year for that was September 16th. In 2019 we saw the release of the iPhone XS on September 21st and the XR on October 26th. And in 2020 with the iPhone 12 models, the release dates were October 23rd to November 13th. Now, mainly you can see release dates have either been kind of mid-end September to kind of end October if there's something special coming out or something a bit different. The main exception was back in 2020, and that was with the iPhone 12, where actually the phone got released a little bit later in October time, but mainly this was due to COVID. But fast forward to 2021 with the iPhone 13 and also the iPhone 13 Pro models, it came out on September 24th, which is back to the normal sort of time we get an iPhone. This year, the iPhone event happened on September 7th, and that the pre-orders started a few days later on Friday, September the 9th, with some iPhone 14 models being available in our hands a week later on September 16th to October 7th. This year though, the event was a little bit earlier than last few years, but not unheard of, like the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus being released on this date back in 2016. I think you are getting the message though for the iPhone 15. It's targeted around mid-September 2023 for the release, unless there is a massive problem with components or another pandemic happens, for example. So, just quickly guys, if you didn't know already, this channel just got over 450,000 subscribers, and I recently did a giveaway of a brand new MacBook Pro 14-inch M1 Pro, and if you want to see who the winner was make sure you check out the video on my channel because I announced who the winner was. But the great thing is, guys, I've got another giveaway. And because we're approaching 500,000 subscribers, and this is a big number, I'm doing an extra special giveaway. This time, guys, I'm going to be giving away an iPhone 14 Pro Max, and it's a 256GB model in deep purple. Not only this, I'm also going to be giving away a MacBook Air as well. And this is also the 10-core GPU option with also 256GB of storage and 16GB of RAM inside that. And not only this, guys, I'm also going to be giving away a MacBook Pro, another one, an M1 Pro, and this one has got the 8-core setup and also has 16GB of RAM and 512GB of storage. And I'm going to be giving away one of these prizes to 3 lucky winners. So they'll be picked at random, that one of you will get one of these random prizes, and basically there are 3 items to give away. And if you want to be in a chance to get one of these items in this big giveaway that I am doing, make sure in the comments below to write what Apple products, what technology products you're hoping to buy in 2022. Put them down in the comments below, and also at the same time as well, guys, I'll be announcing who the winner is of these 3 prizes and the 3 winners by a video, so make sure that you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell if you're brand new here, because you don't want to miss out on that video if you are the lucky person. One other quick note, guys, I've just got to say there are lots of spammers and scammers out there telling you to WhatsApp them or to Telegram them, telling you that you've won a prize, to PM them or direct message them. This is not me at all. You've heard from me. I will be making a video when we get over 500,000 subscribers, and only at that point. If you get any other messages or if you're told to part with some money to win a prize, this is not me. Please do report these scammers straight away. And with that out of the way, guys, let's return back to the video. So next of all, let's do a summary of everything we know so far, including the prices for the iPhone 15 to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and also all the details about the specs too. So as I keep repeating myself here, it is very, very early days, so a lot of these specs could change over the next year when the iPhone 15 does come out. So starting out with the normal iPhone 15, it will be about a 6.1 inch OLED display again, with a resolution of 2532 by 1170. However, it is most likely that the original normal iPhone 15 will finally get a ProMotion display this time around, which is really good news to hear. We will get 6GB of RAM inside it, and the starting storage will be 128GB, and that will all going all the way up to 1TB of storage. It will be coming with an A16 chipset. Well, it's the same chipset what's inside the iPhone 14 Pro and the 14 Pro Max, and this time it will have a CPU of 4 efficiency cores, 2 performance cores, and a 4-core GPU core setup inside at 2. The body will be an aluminium body. There'll be a dual camera on the back, and the battery will be very similar to what we have right now. It will probably be about a 3095 milliamp battery size, and that base model of this iPhone will be 128GB, coming in at $899 US. We will also be getting the iPhone 15 Max. This is the largest standard iPhone. Again, 6.7 inch OLED display with a resolution of 2778 by 1280. Again, one of the enhancements will be that 120Hz ProMotion display. We're going to be getting that same 6GB of RAM, storage of 128GB all the way up to 1TB. Again, that same A16 chipset that I talked about, and that will be a CPU of 4 efficiency cores, 2 performance cores, and then also a 4-core GPU. The body again will be aluminium, dual camera setup on the back, and I also must mention as well that it's most likely it will be getting that hole punch and also that kind of pill design on the front of the normal iPhone 15 and the 15 Max this time round on the iPhone 15 models. The actual battery size will be a 4352 milliamp battery, and the base model will be 128 gigabytes, coming in at $999 US. After this, let's move on to the iPhone 15 Pro models. So again, there will be a 6.1 inch model, and again that will have a resolution of 2532 by 1170, an OLED display, a ProMotion 120Hz display as well. This time we'll be getting 8 gigabytes of RAM, and the storage options will start at 256 gigabytes all the way up to 2 terabytes this time. There'll be an A17 chipset, the next generation, inside it, and again this will have 4 CPU efficiency cores, 2 performance cores, and a 5-core GPU as well. The body will be made out of a titanium design. There'll be a triple camera setup on the back, however the optical zoom will be a 10 times optical zoom this time, and there will also be that LiDAR sensor. The battery will be the same as the normal iPhone 15, so probably about a 3095 milliamp battery size, and the base model will be the 256 gigabyte model, coming in at about $1,099 US. Then finally we have the biggest iPhone, the most beastie of iPhones of all, and this will be the iPhone 15 Pro Max. It will be a 6.78 inch OLED display with a resolution of 2778 by 1280. Again, it will have that ProMotion 120Hz display inside it, 8 gigabytes of RAM, storage from 256 gigabytes all the way up to 2 terabytes. Again, that brand new A17 chipset inside it with 4 efficiency cores, 2 performance cores, and also that 5-core GPU. It'll be a titanium body, like I mentioned before. It will have that triple camera setup, and it will also have that 10 times optical zoom inside it, what will be a big new feature, and it will also have that LiDAR sensor too. The battery will be a 4352 milliamp battery, and the base model of this with 256 gigabytes of storage will be coming in at around about $1,199 US at this stage. So this list of specs for all 4 iPhone 15 models is very early of what we know so far, and it will continue to grow over time. And if you want to get more of a complete picture in the future and also the latest on leaks and reports, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. But for now guys, it's time to wrap up this video. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please make sure you hit the like button. And I will see you guys really soon with some more iPhone 15 information. Take care now. Bye bye.